Hello, hot sexy people of the internet. Welcome to today's video. I'm doing a little thrift haul. Actually, it's not very little. My shopping and thrifting addiction has kind of gone rampant lately, and I haven't done a thrift haul in a couple of months, and if I make a video about this, then I can write this off as business expenses. Before we get into the rest of this video though, I wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, Casetify. Casetify is a tech accessory brand that specializes in unique and protective cases for your phone, AirPods, watch bands, and just other tech accessories. Casetify cases are slim and protective. Their impact cases are specially engineered with 2 layers of Chi Tech and drop test approved for up to 6.6 feet. That's pretty tall. They come in tons of designs and prints and colors, so you can just match it to your style perfectly. You can even write your name or monogram it for, you know, that perfectly customized feel. They actually put like an antimicrobial coating in all of their cases so it can kill 99% of germs, which is just, it's a good thing to have, especially in these times. And also phone cases get so dirty and nasty. Another added bonus is that they are made of recycled plastic as well, so you can feel good and also be stylish. Okay, so I'm actually gonna show off the impact case's military grade drop protection by dropping my own phone. You can see that she works. Yeah, the camera works. Hello, that is you. Let's do it. Okay, so they say 6 feet, but I am 5'2", so I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, here it is. After the drop, still working. Nice. You can go to casetify.com/JazzyLee right now to get 15% off your new phone case. You like that? Yeah, I misspoke, so yeah. Thanks Casetify for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. Now let's get on to the haul. Starting off the tops, I'm going in with this Batman tank top. It's definitely, yeah, it's for 3-year-olds, so this is very on brand for me, just being, you know, 20 years old, wearing clothes for children. But I don't know, I wanted to branch out into like tank tops. I have boobs now. I have the confidence to do that. I got this one a couple of days ago and I really like it. It says puppy love on it. It's pink, made for 8-year-olds. On brand for me. Thought that this neckline was gonna be so flattering, but also like not be too booby. Like I feel like it will like cover what I want to cover. Do y'all remember a time when Forever 21 was actually cute and wasn't selling shit like this? Yeah, I don't really remember either. So when I saw this and I saw the tag was from Forever 21, I was shocked. So I'm pretty sure it was from like 2010, 2007 maybe. I'm not sure. But this is so dreamy in my opinion. I love the cut, the flow, but also it's not too like shapeless because they have like a little tie right here, and y'all know I am a whore for a waist cinching feature on garments. So that was just the last thing I was like, yes, I'm getting it. Okay, this might be my most favorite thing out of the bunch that I've thrifted. I actually have a lot of cool things in here, but this one, I gasped. I literally gasped when I saw it. I found it for like 50 cents and I saw this shirt on Pinterest and I've been on the hunt for something like it, but I was like, oh, I don't think I'm ever gonna find like a shirt like that. I did find a shirt like that. Yes, I do have a style of an 8-year-old. This one's giving me very figure skater, ice princess vibes, and I'm really loving it. I've always wanted to be like a figure skater, especially since that movie Ice Princess. One of my friends actually did a thrifted style bundle for me and she gave me this one. I feel like Unif would sell this for, I don't know, like $120, something ridiculous. But I really like the way that this fits, and the material is really nice and warm, and come on, the colors, the design, perfect. The last top I thrifted recently is actually this one. It's actually a PJ top, hence the kind of fleece material that kind of deterred me away from getting it, but I'm really glad I got it anyways. This is the 3rd time I'm wearing it this week. I just feel so cute in it. I love the colors. Paul Frank, when I was 7, he was my obsession, just kind of like my obsession right now with Hello Kitty. It was Paul Frank. So just seeing this was like a really nice like nostalgic thing, and I just like sporting this. Moving on to like outerwear, I I think outerwear over stuff. I just washed this, so. This is also something I kind of saw on my Pinterest board. I've been wanting an animal print kind of jacket, and I found this one a couple of days ago. It's from Charlotte Russe, but it's such a perfect fit, and I think it's just gonna be such an easy way to elevate a very otherwise basic outfit. This one is another monkey I was absolutely obsessed with in the mid-2000s. Bobby Jack, my king, my baby. But I also really love this like color combination, like hot pink and black. It's just so good. You know, she's seen some things. It's not in perfect condition, but I think overall it is just too nostalgic to pass up, and definitely my style. I really did try to go for like a more mature style. I was really inspired by like Colleen Diaz and just like a lot of these other Pinterest girls. But once I started wearing those outfits, I don't know, maybe I just need to grow up a little bit more, or just, I don't know. I'm just embracing that I like children's clothes from like the 2000s, and I'm just gonna run with it. I do really want to try that style again though, because they all look really sexy and hot, and I want to look like that too. But maybe, I mean, that's the thing about style, you know, you can have multiple different kinds. So I think I'm gonna try that style again, but for now, this haul is definitely like very 2000s children's clothing. Oh fuck. No, I washed it yesterday and I think I washed it wrong, so it's definitely shrunk. Maybe, hopefully it will still look good on me. Fuck. The color scheme, you know, the material and like the pattern that's right here was just checking all the boxes for me for the perfect cardigan. I have two oversized button-ups right here, both in earth tones. We're not surprised at all. But one thing that I was trying to find when I was like looking for button-ups was that they didn't have like the normal, I don't know if it's cotton, just like that normal like dress shirt material where it kind of looks like you just like had like a one-night stand at this like random frat guy's house and he just like had nothing to give you other than like a ugly ass button-up. I wanted to look a little bit more dressed up, so this one is a kind of more of a suede material, and if you look closer there's like a nice paisley print. I think it's kind of paisley like, but the fit for both of these are just so like droopy and just like melds to your body. It just looks really, really nice. And this one is a kind of thin corduroy. Can you hear that? I've been seeing a lot of people wear button-ups with just like a little bralette and just high-waisted pants, and I just really like the way that it looks. I think it really mushes together feminine and masculine clothing in a really like unique and nice way. So I wanted to experiment with these two. I don't know, I guess speaking of bralettes, this is not a smooth transition, but I got two bikini tops because I've also just been seeing people wear bikini tops as actual tops, and I have these two that are very retro looking. I really, really like the color and design of both of them. They were each only $5 as well, so I just can't wait to style them. These bottoms are funky, y'all. You're not ready. They're both in this velvet? Yeah, velvet material. This one is Juicy Couture, and it came in that little like thrift style bundle that my friend gave me. I have always wanted one of these, and I've just kind of had this affinity for Juicy Couture, especially that one store in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. I was absolutely obsessed. I used to go to Vegas every single year. I was a competitive dancer, so we had nationals there every year, but there was every single time I made my parents take me to Caesar's Palace to go into the Juicy Couture store. For some reason, I was completely drawn there. It was just so nice, but just so expensive. So I would just look and be like, wow, one day I'm gonna own Juicy Couture. And now I do. These ones I thrifted for 20 bucks, which I feel like is kind of a steal. At least in my book, these are just so cool to me. The material, I feel like it's so flattering too. It doesn't fit me perfectly, but I'm going to make it work, okay? I've been loving recently just going for that full 2000s look, and these will get me there. They will. I've just been on the hunt for a really nice, you know, Phoebe Buffet 90s style midi / maxi dress, and I found this a couple of days ago. Wow, this is so perfectly elegant, but I feel like I can dress it up and down by using just like different shoes, different hairstyle and accessories. Oh my god. It's kind of a slight high-low cut on the bottom. I'm not usually a fan of this cut, but with this one I like how when I like actually wear it in real life that you can see the kind of sheer lining right here, and the neckline is so flattering. I do wish it kind of like shaped me better, but also nothing in the 90s really was like form-fitting like that. Just kind of my 2020 mind that thinks that everything should be just cinched at the waist. Thank you, Kardashians. It's very different. It's so different, but it still gives me the same amount of joy. This patchwork is so like, wow, incredible. But this is made for, you know, a 12-year-old girl, so the kind of like cinching right here is at like the rib cage for some reason. I mean, I guess when you're like 12 you don't really have a waist yet, but I don't really get why, like, if there's gonna be a tie, why would it be at the rib cage? I don't know. But this is such a cool statement piece, and I feel like if I wore this thrifting, like all the indie kids would be like, damn, like she's kind of cool. I don't know if that will actually happen. That's just kind of the goal. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I have this maxi skirt right here. I actually had to get it tailored, but it was so beautiful, and like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very like hardy, heavy duty maxi skirt. So I couldn't pass it up. I don't know. I feel like this is just like the definition staple piece that you need to have if you want to go into that like musty fairy aesthetic. I've just been kind of experimenting with it recently. I think the reason why I've just been loving maxi skirts is just because when I spin, I just feel so magical. Like a Disney princess, you know how they spin? They spin like that, especially during the parades, and I'm like, I want to be them. Okay, final stretch. We're on to the, you know, what's it called? Accessories. This hat is so obnoxious that I couldn't not get it. It is so cool. I've been seeing Von Dutch hats everywhere lately, so when I saw this, I knew it was my time to jump on that Von Dutch train. It's so insane, but I feel like if you're wearing a Von Dutch hat, you kind of just gotta go for it. You gotta go all out. It's so glittery. I don't know if I like the way that baseball hats look on me, but I will make an exception for this one. For some reason, it's giving me very Webkinz energy. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if they had a purse that was like this, but when I first saw it, I was like, yes, Webkinz. But I don't know. Oh my gosh, it was only $2 as well. I think this would be just like a really nice prop to wear for an Instagram photo. I could fit my phone and my wallet in here as well, so it's not completely impractical. If I was a purse, this would be it. Yeah, I love purses. I have to wear it with every single outfit. I feel naked without one, so I got another one. This one is also very obnoxious, but I think it is so cool. I feel like someone in 2005 would wear this and be rocking it. So maybe someone was just like, this is kind of ugly, and threw it away, and now I have it because I really like kind of ugly clothes and just things. It's so large, not really sure why it's this big, but I think once like cafes and like libraries open up again, I'll probably be bringing this one. I feel like it literally fit my whole room in here. It was so weird. I got this at the flea market, and I was like, hey, like how much is this? And he was like $15, and I'm always just like a haggler, so I was like, oh, can I like do it for $12? Even though it's just $3, it just makes me feel better that I've haggled. And he was like, I could do $10 for you, and I was like, okay. My boyfriend was just there with me and was like, okay. Hey, but I got this for $10, so you will not believe how much I paid for this belt. $1. I got this baby for $1. I was literally in shock when I went up to the lady to ask her how much it was. I was fully prepared for her to say $20 because I think maybe I'm just used to like these Depop bitches being like $50 for something, for like a shirt that's like this big. But when she said $1, I was like, please save my money right now. And she literally laughed at me. And the last thing I got was this vintage headband thing that you tie in the back. And I just really like the pattern and the color scheme. I feel like I can match it with a lot of my outfits and kind of elevate it in that way. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I was wearing sweatpants. Oh, thank you so much, Casetify, for sponsoring this video. It really helps me out, and thank you for, you know, supporting me and letting me have sponsorships. It really it's just nice. Okay, now I'm going to film the try-on portion of this video, and it's going to be very sweaty, probably another hour. But yeah, okay, bye.